What's going on, everyone? Rob here, and we're back with Season 7, a brand new season, a brand new generation, Sun and Moon. The GBA is back, acronyms are hard, and I'm not here alone. A returning analyst myself. I'm also joined by another returning analyst. If you guys are super into the GBA lore, you might recognize him. Jarrett.
There is no lore. I was in one video at the end of this season, but I am also back with Rob for Season 7. No, Rob, bad. There's no lore.
I don't know, we have some hardcore fans, so...
No, we do not. I'm honestly not sure if I'm even subbed to you.
So, as you can see by the title, by the current screen, we are doing the draft rules for Season 7. We'll go through all the rules, all the bans, Z moves, Pokemon, everything. New tier, we're going to have a lot of stuff to cover, so let's get right into it. Jarrett, will you cover the first one?
Of course, Rob. Generic intro is generic. Anyway, so this year in the GBA we're doing something kind of new. We haven't really ever done this if you count like Season 1 through 3 where we had the contracts, but we are doing a free draft this time around. That means there's no tiers, no points, no restrictions. Anything that's on that board, you can take at any time. And I know this kind of like takes a little bit of the lower tier Pokemon out, but if a lower tier mon still fits a team, I guarantee you it will be drafted. But I think everyone thought this would allow for the most competitive teams, the best teams, and obviously the most competitive season, which is what we shoot for every year. I'm excited about free draft. It's kind of how leagues have been trending with Sun and Moon, and I think it's going to be really, really good for the GBA.
Definitely. It should be a great time. A lot more strategy, I guess? I don't know. I guess we'll see.
There's definitely some strategy. Because, like, you see something like a Lottie maybe on the board later than it should be, and you're like, I want that, but it doesn't fit your team. It can be tempting, my man. It can be tempting.
Yeah. Volcanion left in round 9, and you already have 8 water types. I mean, why not?
I mean, that's rough, my dude.
Okay, let's move on to the Z moves part 1. So, all Omni boost Z moves. This counts any move that boosts every single one of your stats, at least every one of your stats by 1, are banned. This includes Celebrate, Conversion, Force Curse, Geomancy, Happy Hour, Hold Hands, Purify, Sketch, and Trick or Treat, all banned. Z moves, of course. And, of course, any evasion boosting Z moves are also banned. This includes Camouflage, Detect, Flash, Kinesis, Lucky Chant, Magnet Rise, Sand Attack, Smoke Screen, all banned. These are, pretty obvious, kind of making the game harder than it is,
Yeah, just to help competitive. I mean, obviously there's things like Conversion Porygon, which are just broken, but like it's just so we can have competitive and not too much unpredictability, because Z moves do add a lot of unpredictability to the game.
Definitely. Okay, let's move on to part 2 of Z moves.
So we have to restrict them a little bit more because, like we said, they can make the game more random and less prepared than we want it to be. So each coach will be able to designate only one Pokemon per roster that will be allowed to hold Z crystals. They can hold any Z crystal, but only on one Pokemon, and it cannot be changed once it's declared after the draft. And if that Pokemon is dropped into free agency or traded, it doesn't matter. That was your Z move mon.
Definitely. That makes sense. So not every single one of your mons can use a Z move. Adds a little bit more of the predictability and strategy to the, already unpredictable Z moves.
Yeah, this is a mon you can't get rid of. I mean, you got to make sure it's one that's good with good coverage and all that.
Definitely. Okay, let's move on to the bans in terms of, everything else. For Season 7. Now remember, the coaches voted on all of these, democratically decided yes, no through every coach, and this is what they came up for as of Season 7. So, Lando I is officially banned from Season 7 of the GBA. You guys got your wish. The ban Lando I petitions worked, and it's finally banned. Sorry,
Mr.
Lars.
Man will be forever retired as a sheer force using monster he is.
As a Don fan myself,
that one hurt Lars. That one hurt him.
I'm still mourning, but I'm sure he'll still have a great season. Moving on to Necrozma, obviously banned. Stealth Rocks, Recovery, so many forms of setup. Filter is an excellent ability. Yeah, definitely makes sense that that thing
it's
is
Prism
banned.
Scales, but they call it, it's basically Filter.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to Pheromosa. If you guys play OU at all, and I'm sure you do, you know why this thing is banned. In League especially, just very hard to play around. And I'm sure if you keep it late game at all, it'll be able to sweep. Marshadow, of course that thing's banned. 125, I believe its attack and speed are. Just incredibly good stats and typing. Fighting, ghost typing, which is absolutely amazing.
It's nearly unresisted.
Aegislash.
I don't think
definitely.
I don't think any typing resists both of those, because its coverage is too good, it's too powerful, its typing is too good. It's a monster if you haven't ever had to play one.
Yeah, absolutely incredible new mon. Aegislash continues to be banned. Zygarde 100% form. I believe this was the first ban of Sun and Moon OU, and for good reason. Of that D-Dance, Rest Talk, 1,000 Arrows set, if I remember correctly. That thing was broken.
He's running OU.
Definitely. Shadow Tag plus Gothitail turns out to be banned. Not something the coaches wanted this season. Protean and Battle Bond Greninja banned, but that does leave Torrent Greninja still there. Tapu Lele, maybe the most controversial choice of bannage, is Tapu Lele. Jarrett, why is this one banned?
I mean, I understand. I don't think this is broken in standard play OU or even like Wi-Fi battles or VGC, but the problem is in the league format, you don't have to be spexed or scarfed. Tapu Lele can 2-hit KO any mon if it picks the right move. If it's spexed, it runs Psyshock for mons like Florges and Chansey. It's too powerful. It gets too good coverage. It's too good for format, y'all. It's not gonna fly here, and the GBA coaches seem to agree with us that they voted to ban. I believe this was one of the closest votes, if not Necrozma was.
Yeah, definitely. Tapu Lele just really hard to switch into and kill in that with psychic terrain and whatnot. So moving on, Munium Z rightfully banned, seeing as Mew gets like practically every move, every TM in the game, so lots of coverage there. Baton Passing plus Speed banned, maybe making Scolipede a little bit less viable. Baton Passing plus Shell Smash also banned. Will someone still pick up Gorbis? I highly doubt it, but I suppose we'll see.
And he had his time.
And finally, Darkrai remains to be banned, even with the Dark Void nerf. So let's move on to the allowances as of Season 7.
That's right. So where there are banned mons, there are also obviously mons that are still allowed to be used. We're not terrible people. Mons that are still going to be allowed this season. Landorus Sand Force, so Lars, it's not out of the question, my dude. He's still a pretty powerful mon. Rock Setter, I mean, he's still available.
It's a free draft too, so
yeah, free draft. You can pick him whenever you want. Buzzwole will be allowed. Xurkitree, Celesteela, Kartana, Nihilego, Soldew because of the nerf that suffered in Gen 7, Magearna, all the Tapus except for Tapu Lele, Silvally with access to every single one of its memories, I believe, plates, works the same as Arceus, but we're going to allow that, so that could be a value pick right there, get every single typing in one. And Scald will be allowed, so that hot and cold water will still be influencing games in Season 7 of the GBA. But yeah, that's the allowances that were on the border for Season 7.
Definitely should make for an awesome season. So that is the end of the rules as of Season 7 for the GBA. It should be such an exciting season. We'll have plenty of more videos, analyst videos, GBA. Go check out all the coaches in the description. I'm really hyped for Season 7. You should be too. I mean, why not?
I'm excited.
This video.
I'm excited. We'll see you guys in the next video. For now, we're out. Later.